Hey guys, how's it going? This is Cade's Garden, coming from Long Island, New York, Zone 7A, and I'm going to be taking you on a little tour of my garden. We're in transition right now. There's some stuff that's growing, there's some stuff that I've taken out, there's some stuff that's doing well, there's some stuff that's not, but we just give you the real. We ain't trying to sugarcoat it. And so we're going to get into the garden tour, but before the garden tour, I just want to ask you guys a big favor. If you could just like and subscribe. It means a lot to the channel, it helps us grow. And it's just something that me and my daughter have a good time just checking on and looking at. So if you could do that, it would be much appreciated. And I hope everybody's having a great day and is blessed. So let's get into this garden tour. I'm going to start with showing you the tomato plants I have over here. None of them are really ripe, but there's a bunch of them. So we have some San Marzano tomatoes here, and they're all over. There's a bunch here, there's some down here. And we also got some Sun Golds that's in here. Some Sun Gold tomatoes. We have some bigger heirloom tomatoes. They're called mortgage lifters. We have those over here. You can see some of them are down here. They're getting pretty much really bigger. So yeah, so this is the area of tomatoes we have. We actually have two tomato areas. So this is one area which is way more productive than the other area because the other area is very shaded, and I should have took that into consideration when I was planning out this garden, but you know, it's a different year. I tried something new, it didn't work. Next year I'm just going to do something a little bit different and move that from out of that area. Also, before we completely move, we're gonna come over here. Here's my Swiss chard. This is a rainbow Swiss chard. It's delicious. It's, I make it and put it in some quiche that I make for breakfast. So that's the Swiss chard. And behind me over here is my sunflowers. They pretty much are done for, but I'm keeping them because I like to get the seeds from off of them so that I don't have to pay for the seeds again next year. So that's all the seeds that you see in there. And you pretty much can just get them out of there, but you need it to dry up first. So I'm just letting them dry up. I'll probably cut the heads off and put them on a table or something, and I'll let them dry out 100%. But for now, I'm just leaving them. And I had three different varieties. I had the white, which was like this one right here. This was the white sunflower that I had. I had the regular color sunflower, which was a yellow. I don't have any more, but this is like what it looked like here, like a yellow sunflower. And then I had a maroon, and the maroon is completely gone. So I don't even have anything I can show you for that one. But yeah, next year I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna do it in a very large amount. I'll probably do a really large row because these are some of my favorite flowers. We also have some asters. These are like pink with the green on the inside. So those are really nice. And over on this side we have some green beans here. One of my dear friends actually bought me these green beans. His father used to grow these green beans, so I decided I'm just going to spread them all over my garden and see how they come up. And they've been coming up well. You'll see them a few different more times. We have some green poblano peppers here. We got a few of these plants. They need to take a little bit of time. I picked some off of here already though. And then next we have some jalapeno peppers over here. There's a few here. There's a few here. And then there's a bunch of them on here that you can't miss. See what I'm saying? All right. And over in here we have some eggplants. So here's an eggplant right here. It's gonna take a little time. It needs to get a little bigger, but there's an eggplant there. There's a eggplant over here. And we got some regular bell peppers coming right here. They're coming up. They're small, but they grow very quickly. And then I have a huge thyme patch here. I'm gonna cut this out soon and dry it so I have dry time for the winter time. Yeah, so that's pretty much this area of the garden, and I'm gonna actually start planting more stuff in now because I'm gonna start getting ready for my fall garden. All right, so now we at tomato row. I have maybe like I think 20 tomato plants here. These are the ones that I was saying are more shaded out because of the tree that's up here. So in the afternoon, it really doesn't get a lot of sun. But they're still growing. There's still tomatoes on them. It's just not as many as I would like. So we can walk down here. We got some, these are called gooseberries. They're actually yellow tomatoes. They are really good. They're delicious. And I actually, off the first one right here, I took one of the Dr. White Cheese off of the first one. That's the first plant that you see there. And look. And what I do is I actually tie the plants up. So you see that they're pretty much growing up like the pole here. And that's because I wanted to get a lot of air circulation. When you don't get a lot of air circulation, what happens is your plant gets diseased and it dies quickly. And I should have even done a better job pruning, but I just been busy doing other projects. So, but still getting them off the ground and not letting the water hit them on the ground, and also moving them up is the first step to trying to keep them from dying. So that's good. And yeah, we got a bunch of different plants here. Some of them look great. Some of them look terrible. These are actually some of my favorite ones. And they're sun goals. They got a little dirt on them, but dirt ain't never kill nobody. My God, they're sweet. Want to try one, Lee?
Sure.
How was it?
It's sweet.
Yeah, it is, right? Then I have this little bed here off to the back. There's some squash plants in it, but the most of all what's in here that I like is I love the lemon balm. I come back here and use a lot of this stuff for like making teas and stuff. Lemon balm is very invasive, so it's going to try to take this whole bed over. But what I did was just plant all the invasive stuff in here. So I have mint up front, which likes to grow crazy. I have a bunch of different squash growing back here. In the back over here, I have lemon mint, and in the back over there, I have just regular mint. So I pretty much just plant this and just let it stay. And whenever I'm making, you know, some kind of tea or something that I need some mint in, I'll just come back here and grab it. But yeah, this is just that area right there. Then we'll work our way down over here. You can see that we have a bunch of zinnias here. And they're beautiful. Look at that.
Dang.
They're gorgeous. And I gotta come out here and cut some of these down too. But when I get a chance, I'll definitely come out here and get to these. Over here, I just planted a bunch of dahlias. So these are yellow dahlias this here. And in the back here, we got some volunteer pumpkins, I believe. They, I was making my compost last year and throwing pumpkins in them, and I guess the seeds didn't break down all the way. So now they're growing everywhere. There's pumpkins everywhere, but that's not a problem. As long as they're not killing anything that I put down myself, I'm not really worried about it. There's more green beans in the back from my friend who I was telling you guys about. And so these are all the green beans back here. Then on this side right here, we have some eggplants. These are little eggplants. We have some shishito peppers here. We also have some poblanos in here. Some of these plants I actually bought from the nursery, because my plant, all my seeds that I started, the whole rack fell over and I lost a lot of my pepper plants. So instead of just calling it a year, what I did was I went and bought some. Sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do, man, you know? And so that's what I did with that. I can't remember what this is. I actually grew it from seed, but I'm gonna take a picture of it and put it on the video when I put the video up. But yeah, it's actually, look at how pink the roots are. It's gorgeous. I forget the name of it. It's right on the tip of my tongue, but I can't remember. And then over here we have the celosia. I mean, look at the color. It's vibrant. So we got some celosia there. All my status pretty much dried up. I got to pull it all up. The status don't have any color to it, so I'm gonna pull it up and probably just call it a wrap on there. We got some more Rebeckia back here. We got Gumfrina. We got 3 colors of Gumfrina. We have the maroon one, the white one, and the pink one. And then we have some dahlias there. There's a dahlia. There's a bee right on the back of that dahlia right there. And that's the beauty of having the plants. The plants also help with the vegetables because the bees come help and germinate some, not germinate, but pollinate some of the plants for you. So that's the beauty of it. You want to have all these colors because this is what attracts them all coming into your garden. They come in and then they wreak havoc. Not havoc, but they do a great job. And then this bed right here was all kale and cabbage, and I actually cleaned the bed out. I took the stuff out of the bed and cleaned it out. So now we just replanted it. I replanted it with some dahlias. It might be a little too late, but I'm gonna give it a try. All right, now welcome to my mess, which is these snapdragons. I really should have used the net and held them up because now you see they're all laying all over the place. There's a bunch of tomato plants that's self-seeding in here. Like here go tomato plant here. This is where I had the tomatoes last year. But I'm gonna come in here and clean this up. There's still some plants that haven't actually bloomed yet. So I'm hoping that I can get in here and clean it up and make it look decent. All right, here go the asters. These are gorgeous. Look at that. And we got 3 different colors. We got the purple, the yellow, the pink, or really 4 colors. And the white. We have the white here too. The white is tricky because in the rain you can see it gets a little dirty, you know, and there's really no preventing that unless you have a greenhouse or something like that. And then look at the Rebeckia. It's growing crazy. I mean, and these were like, I think like 9 plants that I put here, and they're just, it's gorgeous. And the butterflies love it. Again, I haven't seen really much butterflies, especially the bigger butterflies, but they've been around this year because of these flowers. So I'm excited about it. And I just love it. We'll walk over here. And this is where we have the squash at. I pulled the squash off yesterday and we ate it last night. We got some peppers in here. We also got some weeds in there that I gotta get out. But we also got a volunteer tomato plant in the back that's growing all the way up and through the gate. So, and there's some fresh tomatoes down there on the ground that I'll be able to pull and eat. Yeah, so these are squash. There's some more of the green beans. Like I said, I put the green beans everywhere in the garden. I just literally came in here and trimmed this bed up, so it looks a little worse for wear, but there's still a bunch of herbs in here. There's still a bunch of oregano, a bunch of rosemary, some basil, some sage, some tarragon, flat leaf parsley. There's just a bunch of things in here. And herbs, honestly, is one of my favorite things to have in a garden because it can turn any meal from being just average into something that's a little bit more special. So if you aren't a gardener and you want to get into gardening, my thing is the first thing I would do is start a herb bed. Herbs are just the best, you know, and like I said, they kick everything up a notch. So this is the last little part of the garden. We have this little thing that me and my wife put together this year in spring. It's hurting, but it's still here, and I love it because it's something that we did together. Also, here goes that tomato plant that's grown out of the garden from over there out here, and that's a beautiful thing about the volunteers. If some of my tomatoes aren't doing good, some of these volunteers just jump in and fulfill a spot of the ones that I thought would be the most productive. We also got a butterfly bush here, and these really, really attract the bees and the butterflies. I mean, they really attract them. It's the truth. We got some roses that look like they're on their second flush. They're coming. We got some roses over here. And then we have all the stuff that I picked from out of the garden today. It don't seem like a lot, but look, one day worth of me coming in the garden and getting stuff. These potatoes were in that bed that I had turned over to put the dahlias in, so I just took them up. We got the jalapenos, some eggplants, a poblano, a few tomatoes. We got this tomato. This is the Dr. Wychie. We got this. We got a cucumber from over there, you know, and just that quick, just with a little bit of effort. And there's going to be so much more. I just got to keep working at it and keep doing my thing. And I got a little surprise for you guys. I'm doing another garden in my front yard starting next season, which is predominantly going to be just flowers. So I can't wait to show you guys that and share that with y'all. Again, thank you for coming on my garden tour with me.